Today we're going to look at places that seem to have vanished from existence, but they really haven't. They're still there somewhere, you just can't find them on any map. From a lost Greek city that's now underwater, to a hidden island that doesn't exist on any maps. Here are 8 real places that were wiped off the map and no one knows why. And number 8, the vanishing island of Bamea. This is a weird one. In old maps it looks like this island has always been here. It's part of Mexico, located over near Cuba, but in newer maps, it's just gone. Like if you look at a map from 1957, it's right there. And if you look at a map from 1971, it's not. What happened? One theory is that this island didn't actually exist and it was a mirage or something. But then again, it shows up on maps from the 1500s, so how could a mirage last for hundreds of years? There's another theory. Some people say the US government erased it from maps so they could drill for oil under the island. Since it was Mexican territory, they had to ask permission from Mexico to drill for oil there. But if there was no island there, then the Americans didn't need to ask permission. Who knows? To this day, no one knows what happened to the island of Bamea. Number 7. The lost city of Hell. We've all heard of Atlantis, the legendary lost city that supposedly sank into the ocean. But what if I told you that there's evidence that Atlantis may have been real? Okay, maybe don't take my word for it. How about the facts? According to legend, Atlantis was destroyed overnight when the gods were angry with the city. They caused an earthquake and a massive tsunami that literally wiped the city off the face of the earth. Then around 2,000 years later, the city was found. It was underwater, completely intact, just below the surface of the ocean. Researchers believe this city could very well be the lost city of Helaik. Today, this city is just a bunch of underwater ruins, but back in the day it was a huge and very real place. Number 6. The Roanoke Colony. This is one of America's biggest unsolved mysteries. Back in the 1500s, more than 100 settlers arrived in the New World and they established a colony, but it didn't last long. Within a few years, every single person in the settlement disappeared without leaving a single clue behind. The only thing that was left behind was one single word carved into a tree. The word was and even though we know that the colonists went through some really rough times, like food shortages and attacks from Native Americans, this still doesn't explain what happened to them. Did they get taken by aliens? Did they all run away together? Or did something else happen? Well, the truth is, nobody knows. No. 5. Patatiti, the Inca's hidden gold city. Deep in the Amazon jungle, far away from prying eyes, there's a secret city made of gold. At least that's what some explorers claim. Now, this isn't something out of an Indiana Jones movie. It's actually a legend from the Inca Empire. Legend says that deep in the jungle, the Incas built a secret city out of gold. It was their most valuable resource. And so they decided to make an entire city out of it. Nobody knows exactly where this city is, and those who have tried to find it have never come back. Some say the city is real and some say it was just a myth. But one thing's for certain, no one's ever found it. If you go looking for it, be careful. Number 4. Xichen, China's underwater city. This is the closest thing that we have to the lost city of Atlantis. This was a real, actual city in China that was home to thousands of people. But today it's underwater. The city dates back 1,400 years. It was a major trading hub during the time, and then suddenly the entire population just vanished. Today, the city is perfectly preserved underneath a lake. Every building is still standing and everything looks exactly how it did all those years ago. Historians believe there must have been a natural disaster, perhaps a sudden tsunami or a flood that killed everyone in the city. But to this day, nobody knows exactly what happened. Number 3. Ancient Indian texts tell the story of a powerful king named Lord Krishna. He ruled over a vast empire, but his capital was in the city of Dwarka. According to the texts, the city was magnificent and beautiful, but one day a massive tsunami struck and the entire city vanished into the ocean. Some historians believe that Dwarka may have been a real place, but others say it was just a myth created for religious purposes. But there's one strange piece of evidence. In recent years, underwater ruins have been found that date back thousands of years. Could these ruins be all that remains of Lord Krishna's great city? Or is it just another myth? Number 2. Agdam. This is one of the strangest places on our list. It's not a lost city, it's actually a modern city. It's like if Detroit got hit by a nuclear bomb. Only a few dozen years ago, this was a bustling town. It was home to around 10,000 people. But today it's completely abandoned. Not a single person lives here. The buildings are falling apart and the streets are filled with graffiti. It looks like a ghost town straight out of a horror movie. But the scariest part is that it's not some rundown village in the middle of nowhere. It's close to Baku, which is the capital of Azerbaijan. The government spent billions of dollars turning this into a brand new city, but they just stopped halfway, and then they abandoned it. No one knows exactly why they stopped. Some people say it was because of a political dispute. Others say it was because of bad planning. Whatever the reason, today it's a crumbling ruin, and no one North Sentinel Island. There are thousands of islands scattered across the globe. We've mapped out every single one. We know where they are and we know what they're called, except for this one. This is a real island that exists today, but it doesn't show up on any maps. It's also home to a tribe of people who have never seen a white man before. For centuries, outsiders have tried to land on this island, but they never make it back alive. We don't know much about the people who live here, but we do know one thing. They're fiercely protective of their land. If you try to step foot on North Sentinel Island, you won't make it out alive. This island is basically uncharted territory. No one knows what's going on there. The government has tried dropping off supplies, but the natives stole the helicopters and planes and made them crash. That's why the island doesn't show up on any maps. We simply don't know where it is. But now it's time to make your voice heard. Comment below which of these lost places fascinated you the most. If you want to see short videos, check out the Shorts channel. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, then what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel.